Всем привет! Решился все-таки поиграть в диско ELYSIUM. Вот, куплено давно было. Вот, но решился вот только сейчас, наверное. Не знаю почему, но вот и захотелось, решился поиграть. Вот, поэтому даже решил запустить и стрим для прохождения. Вот, как видите, я, немножко поиграл, конечно, продолжать мы не будем, поэтому будем начинать новую именно игру. Вот, давайте. В общем, выбрать архетип. Мыслитель невероятно умен, плох в общении с людьми, знает много интересных фактов, мыслит нестандартно. Медиум имеет развитые психологические способности, обаятельный, но неуравновешенный, может начать терять рассудок. Спортсмен отлично развит физически, взаимодействует с окружающим миром, используя свое тело. Исполнительный, но тупой. Так, что, может быть, наверное, создадим своего, да, персонажа. Что тут, интеллект, психика, физические способности. Так, моторика. Понятно, интеллект. Угу. Посмотрим сейчас. Изучим немножко. Координация. Не знаю, давайте попробуем, что ли, своего создать персонажа. Так. Так, еще вот это, да, поставим. Ваше восприятие и реакция, насколько вы проворны. Как думать, что по этому поставить? По способностям. 4-4-2-2. Физиология. Мускулатура. Ваше восприятие и реакция, насколько вы проворны. Это моторика. Какие мысли есть? Я думаю, что надо попробовать поиграть с такими способностями. Интеллект, значит, психика, физиология, моторика. Если какие-то есть предложения. Либо нажимаем далее. Ну, предложений нет, значит далее. Так, установить навык. Логику. Управляйте интеллектуальной стихией, разложите мир по полочкам. Энциклопедия. Задействуйте все свои знания, удивляйте эрудицией. Риторика. Совершенствуйте искусство убеждения, наслаждайтесь ожесточенными интеллектуальными баталиями. Драма. Переиграйте всех, врите, но не дайте обмануть себя. Так, станьте ценителем творчества, развейте чуткость к искусству. Визуальный анализ. Восстанавливайте события на месте преступления, заставьте законы физики работать на вас. Сила воли. Держите себя в руках, сохраните боевой дух. Внутренняя империя. Апатия. Чувствуйте других. Задействуйте зеркальные нейроны. Авторитет. Давляйте, властвуйте. Заявите о себе. Полицейская волна. 41 участок навеки в вашем сердце, как полицейская культура. Внушение. Очаровывайте мужчин и женщин. Вы их кукловод. Сумрак. Доверьте своему телу. Запугивайте людей. Почувствуйте дрожь. Настройтесь в городскую волну. Отправляйтесь на планету тусовок. Вы любите наркотики, и это взаимно. Играйте мышь, наслаждайтесь своим здоровьем. Болевой порог. Разве это боль? Придумайте что-нибудь пожестче. Стойкость. Держите удар. Не дайте себя прикончить. Координация, восприятие. Смотрите, слушайте и нюхайте. Не упустите ни единой детали. Будьте быстрым, а не мертвым. Ходите как тень, поражайте великолепием. Техника. Управляйте механизмами. Открывайте замки, обчищайте карманы. Выпрямите спину, сохраняйте покерфейс. Почувствуйте дрожь. Я так понимаю, вот этот трепет, это возможность этого такого почувствовать, короче, когда человек врет. Я так понимаю. Установите коронный навык. Давайте. Демоны ярости живут в зеркалах. Они здесь как дома. Даже в самых прозрачной воде можно утонуть. Я не успел дочитать. Так, начать. Нет ничего, лишь теплая первобытная тьма. В ней бродит твое сознание. Оно не тяжелее ячменного зернышка. Тебе не нужно больше ничего делать. Никогда. Совсем никогда. Вообще никогда. Просто не существовать, да. Вообще совсем никогда, детка. Древний рептильный мозг. Проходит запредельное количество времени. Оно полностью лишено страданий. В нем нет бывших желаний. Шикарно, еще давай. Кого бывших? Так. Блин, я даже не знаю, если честно, что выбрать. Давай. Тебе просыпается капля осознанности, где-то на периферии мелькнет мертвым кислым в соусе какая-то груда. Тебя окружает опухший постыдный ком мяса. Это чудовищная мысль. Если ты не прервешь ее ход, то мясное уродище проступит еще яснее. Нуть обратно бездонную глубь. Нет, я хотел узнать про бывших. Кто там это был? Давайте наставим так. Бывшая любовь, бывшая нежность. Глупо вытаскивать потерю на поверхность. Ты ведь с таким трудом сюда забрался. Это так дорого стоило. Часть урона уже непоправима. Останься же, нырни со мной. Вот это придумали слова, блин. Нет, я хочу сойти. Я люблю более жгучий свет и хотеть от людей того, что они не хотят мне давать. Ладно. Давай, начнем Билет в оба конца, да. Тишины, пожалуйста. Давай-ка сгоняем на древний остров Зеро. Гляди, а вот я устал быть такой вот тварью. И город, они охуенные. Давай. Не желаешь до билета в один конец? Не замолкай, пой, спой мне песню смерти. Нет, стой. Не нужно не это. Не нужно унижаться. Ладно. Песня смерти сладкая, бесконечна. Но что это? Где-то в воспаленном опушем человека мясе вокруг тебя. ощущение. Давайте продолжить. Твое сознание липнет к нему, как муха к меду. Заводится, тарахтит, одременная конечности машины боли, унизительные страдания. Она жаждет идти по пустыне, страдать, тосковать, целовать диско. Ты выдержишь, ты же победитель. Мать моя женщина, да мне ж на шею голова присяжена. Я внутри нее. Хватит, не хочу больше ничего знать об этом ощущении. Верни меня, бесформенное, бестелесное ничто. Нет, я не боюсь, я победитель. Давай. Изо рта твоего разит алкоголем. За вонью приходит чудовищная головная боль. Помогите, люди. Отрубите мне голову, она пытается убить остального меня. Так, кто я? Какая тварь так поступает с собственным ртом? Ладно, теперь мне немного страшно. Давай вернемся во тьму. В принципе. Помогите, люди, отрубите мне голову. Пытается убить. Лимбическая система. Твой череп пронзает огненная полоса, принуждая открывать глаза. Это звук. Адский горн. Так. Энциклопедия. Средний успех. Давайте откроем глаза. Музыка, конечно. Хреновастенько, да? Давай, давай, просыпайся, чё.
This fan has two chain pull switches.
Вентилятор свисает два выключателя цепочки. На конце одной изображен еще один крошечный вентилятор, на другой лампочка. К одной из лопастей прицепился воистину кошмарный галстук. Продолжить. Может, он изгнан туда в наказание, и ты чувствуешь, что это существо твой друг. Он хочет прицепиться к твоей шее, и тогда вы вместе продолжите свое приключение в этом странном мире. Эквилибристика средний 10. Хватить галстук, потянуть вентилятор, потянуть за лампочку. Хватить галстук. Неудача. Ты тянешься за галстуком. Но что это? По всей груди разливается боль. Тебя откатывает чувство нарастающее отчаяние. Я урон получил? Ох, тяжко, будто у тебя в груди трется гравий. Не давай шевельнуться. Долго трется. Все продолжает, пожалуй. Уже пора волноваться. Давай уйти. Так, а че? Бутылка. Совершенно пустая. Ванна заполнена бутылками из-под вина, пива и ликеров. Так. Пять. Получен предмет. Зеркало.
In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand to abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold.
Узри. Да пофиг, протирай зеркало, да.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Суперзвезда. Это лицо запомнил.
Whatever it is, at least
Давай,
it's
да,
dead
выберем.
now. There's
Первый
clearly
вариант.
rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Что нахуй значит, какую эмоцию ты пытаешься выразить? Суперзвездную, господи, да не знаю, неописуемую. По-моему, это гримаса с зазывным намеком. Боюсь, она для дам. Как бы даю понять, что заслуживаю сочувствия, по-моему, в некотором роде успешно, если зритель склонен сочувствовать унылым и вышедшим в тираж, если в этом свое... есть в этом свое обоняние. Гримаса боли.
You should check
Неописуемая.
yourself for a pulse,
Пусть все проверят.
because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
Я чувствую, не сдох в попытках добыть этот галстук, но зато услышал, как стучит мое сердце.
Getting clever appears to make the expression
Так.
even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Низкие шансы, низкий шанс. Давай пока оставим в покое, мне. Так. О, мы оделись. Похоже, кто-то вырвал пленку, пока играла песня.
You hear a jingle.
Динь-динь, в
Keys are
кармане
clinking in the
твоих
pocket of
клише
your
звенят
flare-cut
ключи.
pants. It says,
Будете их?
whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring.
Танцы в
There
тряпке.
is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the
Кажется, всего
door.
один ключ цифры 1 должен подойти. Поточный магнитофон все еще включен, но пленки в нем нет. Так, чё, давай достанем галстук.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Немедленно выключи свет, такое ощущение, будто...
The lights are off. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
Высокие
It should be
шансы.
easier to
Лопасти
reach the
со
tie
скрипом
now.
останавливаются. Всё.
Oh no, it's happening
Неудача?
again. You didn't
В
catch
смысле,
it,
блин?
and now there's a numbness in your left arm. Plus, it's even worse this time. Maybe you should stop trying to catch the tie. Still happening. Definitely worse. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try doing it again to see how painful it gets, but you would probably die. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized.
Так, о. Обувь. Может, потом получится уже галстук от гребаный достать. Да, блядь, возьми ты его. Это один ботинок. А где еще один? Так, что тут? Инвентарь. Одежда, предметы взаимодействия. Зеленая туфля левая, блядь. Короче, еще она какие-то бонусы дает, да? Где еще один ботинок, блядь? Ой, зеркало там разбитое. Так вот точнее.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Визуальный анализ.
The shards face outward.
Осколки летели
Whatever broke
наружу.
this window
Чем
came
бы
from
окно
the
не разбили,
inside.
удар был изнутри. Я разбил его своими
A
руками.
fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
Чем
More
тогда его
likely a
разбили?
projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after
Возвращать,
impact.
стоп. Чем я вообще занимаюсь?
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your
Крупнее
fist.
твоего
The
кулака.
single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony
Дверь должна
outside.
быть недалеко входа в
The
твой
door to
номер.
it should be outside your room. You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person
почему
also
нет?
forced the drinks on you.
Катина тебя еще и напоила.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up.
Че, пойдем заберем ботинок тогда. Так, похоже, вас дали ботинок из змеиной кожи, потерял своего брата. Найдите пропажу, прежде чем отправляться в неизвестность. Два ботинка лучше, чем один. Вы соедините пару. Это что? На столе что-то есть. Че? Деньги. Давай получим деньги. Так, окей. Но я хочу
This
снять
fan
галстук.
is too tall. Has it been consigned
Недоступно.
there as
Понятно, пока я не найду еще один ботинок, да? В календаре открыт март 51 года. А, все, я на балкон вышел как раз. Отлично. Вот он, второй ботинок.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, like two baby crocodiles. Good.
Как
They're
сидят, славно,
balanced.
удобно, гармонично. По
Feels
правде
like the
сказать, они
only good
похожи.
thing
Единственное,
about
что
you
у тебя
right
сейчас хорошо. Так. И обмывает порыв. Давай зайдем обратно. Пойдем уже галстук, наверное, снимем, да? Я хочу снять этот гребаный галстук.
This fan has has it been consigned there? A terrible mistake. Turn the light. Your eyes burn with
Понятно.
photosensitivity.
Минус
It's
здоровье.
not good.
Болевой порог.
The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized
Эквилибристика,
urine.
навык. Вот. Недостаточно очков навыка. Опыт 20 из 100. То есть 100 надо, блядь. Чтобы снять галстук, мне нужно прокачать эквилибристику. Круто.
Hello, officer.
Здорово, потом пообщаемся. Выпущенные в выходные издания истерички газеты Тромпледом. Так, вниз спускаться пока не будем. Понял. Блин. Да нет? Тоже нет, да? Ну ладно. Давай
The young
пообщаемся.
woman raises a cigarette to her
Девушка
lips.
подносит губам сигарету. Так, начальник.
No.
Нет, вопрос явно ее смутил.
There's only one
Продолжить.
solution to this. You're a businessman.
Авторитет. А погоди, понял, я водитель. Это почему меня
Because
звали
you're a police
начальником?
officer, sir.
Потому что вы полицейский. Да, я полицейский, еще какой забить. Так
I'm not.
гоните.
Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days.
Каждый
On
день по
official police
полицейскому
business,
вопросу
no less.
с ваших же слов. Что
Couldn't
это за
say.
вопрос?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Понятия не имею, если честно, пока вы в основном посвящали себя пьянству. Внушение 28% низкий. Давай.
The words have already
Неудача.
left your mouth.
Слово не воробей.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time.
Я сказал, хочу с вами переспать.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cup are you?
Коп апокалипсиса больше не могу скрывать, я коп суперзвезда.
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit.
Я опухший старый алкаш в бакенбардах и диск-штанах. Если я не буду острить, там под насмешки подставлюсь. Так, я искренне подозреваю, что я суперзвезда, такая у меня гипотеза.
I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Когда настанет время, меня будут допрашивать, вам будет тяжко.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Это была не я. Похоже, он оставил пепельнице отличный длинный окурок. Еще дымится. Понятно. А почему меня сюда кидают постоянно? Так, ладно, 2 ботинка есть.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door does not care.
Ну ладно. Так, ну в принципе и все. Пошли вниз. DX. Давайте все исследуем пока. Колонка подключена к радиоприемнику, музыка дело прерывает помехи. Понятно. Старый добрый микрофон для караоке так и ждет, чтобы кто-нибудь спел в него. Туда обычно ставят текст песни.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Не будем обращать на это внимание. Кулер с водой. Угу. Меню стерто, единственный доске. Так, окей. На кухню потом сходим, это что? Объявление. Открывается 16:00. Так, это тут пообщаться можно. Давай зайдем на кухню сейчас сначала. А, подожди, а что такое? На зафет. А, я могу здоровье типа поправить, да? Или он автоматом поправился? Дверь закрыта на замок, объявление до 13:00, вход на кухню только для персонала.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Не очень ты ему нравишься. Что-то мне подсказывает, что я тебе не нравлюсь. Посмотреть на чучело птицы, ты бармен.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Иди за языком, с офицерами так не разговаривают.
Oh, it's not? You're right. It's not.
Вы правы,
He
не
has no
разговаривают, да.
respect for you personally, but this man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law. He tries to avoid outright conflict.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Понятно.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Так, при виде нее тебя наполняет какая-то, что-то случилось с птицей, помочь тебе. Не как-то. Ты же большой помощник, да?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Ну и хер с ним. Потом к тебе подойдем. А, тут можно даже бегать, нифига себе. Ты кто?
Hello, sweetie.
Здравствуй, зайка.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Мгм. Ну давай, чё-то.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach,
Продолжить.
he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Когда ты подходишь, он прищуривается и приветственно
If an
протягивает руку.
assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why?
Так,
Hello,
ну давай.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Придумать себе имя. Ну, давай попробуем.
Concentration makes you
Успех,
squint
отлично.
your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Ты о нем, да.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
М,
Right. And the interviews?
Нет.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Тело не летел, блин, мужик. Ну ты понимаешь, ну типа... Тело?
Mm-hmm.
Мгм. Блин, мужик, ну ты понимаешь, ну типа... Блин, мужик. Нет, целиком и полностью нет.
So, the body is still in...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred...
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Тогда
After
двинули,
you,
давай.
officer.
После
If
вас,
you're about to
офицер.
embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Так, разве ты... Раз ты начинаешь следствие, тебе нужно удостоверение. Чё, стоп, разве мы...
You mean you don't have a badge?
Ну давай
Losing
так
your
вот.
identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible.
Так, автосохранение. Сообщить о том, что потеряли удостоверение. Ну, давай так.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct...
Так, а почему у меня озвучка неполная? Так.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Так.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Почему неполная озвучка? Я хочу полную озвучку.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you...
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Так.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. She went away because none of your business. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Так, я пригласил сотрудницу на свидание. Она не хотела идти, но чувствовала, что обязана. Плохая идея. Вы к чего где-то прицепились, ничего оно не связано. Ну, просто это
Good for
точно.
you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Let's go.
Not
Пойдемте,
so
пойдем.
fast. You owe me 130 real.
Так, не знаю, ни хера тебе ничего не
you don't
должен.
owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
Первый вариант, блин. Озвучал как его.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals...
Ну что такое
What are
деньги,
you,
да?
brain damaged?
Он умный.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Где мне
Are you
добыть деньги?
serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops...
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Так.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Так, а это что? Не будем обращать внимания. Так, то есть здесь вот, да, можно выйти. Ну, пошли расследовать, что там. Так, а что тут? Ну, указатель нахер полицию.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Так, у меня есть несколько вопросов.
What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course. Where to? Oh, that's right there, in the yard. No problem. Of course.
Так. Нет, это не здесь. О, да. О, пацанёнок какой-то. Опа. Вот он. Продолжить. Так, слушай, нет. Пусть так будет.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Так, а что у нас? Кто позвонил в участок? Воспользуйтесь рацией Кима, чтобы позвонить 7. Носить. Месите. Так, все понятно.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Визуальный анализ, посчитать 58%. Давай попробуем.
Maybe more than
Удачно.
12.
Ага.
No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot.
Первый.
Steel reinforced toes.
Ботинки,
Number
носки с
46.
накладниками 46 размер.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. Hobnailed work boot. Steel. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others.
Большой
The weight
человек.
8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Тяжелый след, вес 200 килограмм, легкий 41 размер.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be
Ну,
right.
кстати, да.
200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Возможно, жертва сама не хотела идти на казнь, да?
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
Так.
A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a driver. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machine...
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Так, нужно держать ухо востро рядом с этой пробкой. Вдруг нам на глаза попадется потенциальный подозреваемый, мне это кажется разум.
You're right. Let's keep a low profile. A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Так, ну...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over. Hoisted him up. Isn't it strange to have your assumptions confirmed like this? This is what someone whispering suggestions in your ear would like you to feel.
Do you think there's something we are missing?
His eyebrows arch. They are the liveliest part of his otherwise...
Is that so? Well, okay, I guess. If it helps with the police work, by all means. Do you see anything else?
Что-нибудь так, нет. Не вижу. Это что у нас? Так, а это что у нас?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Ну, попробовать, конечно,
Because
можно,
it's
но
nice and
неудача,
orderly.
да.
Well laid
Единица выпала,
palette.
все.
Easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Так, есть еще что-то? Предметы. Где, блядь, предметы? Так, 60 из 100. Одежда, предметы, взаимодействие. А где они? Что я могу использовать?
This trash container is locked. The sliding, there's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Современная молодежь тоже так разговаривает.
Get the fuck out of here, face! You got done!
Так, ну давай с тобой побазарим.
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Это девочка? Это вот эта вот девочка? Это вот девочка.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
It's love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. Just take it easy.
The language these kids are using, pure.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Да.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
Так, ты знаешь об этом?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Так.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Fuck does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. You figured it out. That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
In her eye. Fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
Да.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got.
The usual being. Have you seen anything out?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now...
Probably climbed. You heard Kuno. I don't know. Some Mesk or
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like...
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't...
Так, чё, давай к садовнице к этой вернемся. Так, вот она.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
Так,
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
все. Так, автосохранение. И. Не, бутылки мы собирать не будем. Так, а что у нас в журнале там? Ну, попробуем сначала ключ у него взять, у этого управляющего. А потом уже, если не получится, возьмем монтировку тачки.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the...
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash...
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage...
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Так, окей.
This trash container with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow, a box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And, among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still... Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Nothing. It's nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you...
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Understood.
Be untroubled. If anything, this small moment has made him respect you more. The container sounds of muffled gong.
Да, больше нечего. Руки помыть надо.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Так, взаимодействие его.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor for below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Permeables. It's not. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4 sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Давай уберем его. Так, ну-ка.
Fuck does Kuno care? Pig, do you have any idea how fucking stupid that's at? Kuno's cruising his bitch on the town, and the bitch comes back griefing to the Kuno. What is up with...
Get the fuck out of here, fat ass. Those pants are too small for you.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, Dums. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500
Нормальный
real.
шмот.
Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't...
Так, ну бестолково, да, с ним разговаривать. Он такой себе собеседник. Так, что у нас журнал? Так, а что мне, кстати, по очкам еще 5, да? На поиск нужной строчки может уйти. Ну давай,
The
чё?
ledger you found in the oh, and the cool, it's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want it to be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper. I mean, kitchen. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attacked. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've sold, how many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
It depends. Aside from an anti...
Maybe you... How many years you've...
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn...
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are... It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Да,
You
тут
don't
можно
exactly
вообще,
close
да,
them so much as a distant arson,
дело так.
petty...
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered paper... Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Так. Где еще одно?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guy's on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor, even the rare article
Эти
free.
дела об
It's going to
убийствах.
take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done. It's things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Говно на палке.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further. Is not what you... The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess, arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance your... Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene. Why, yes, your precinct number is 41. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? Not much has changed.
По сути, мы ознакомились. Кстати, навык эквилибристика. Делали. Тут трепет можно еще даже делать. Я хочу свой галстук вернуть хочу. Такая, что такое?
This fan has two, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You swoop up just in time.
Ура!
Snap. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend? An ominous foreboding.
Так, ну все.
The bed is cold and not.
Пока что нет времени отдыхать, да. Привет, как впечатление от игры? Ну, как сказать, неплохие. Я сейчас начинаю как... Здесь очень много надо читать. Очень много надо читать, очень много надо вникать во все вот это вот. Пока, в принципе, положительные. Пока положительные. Так, с этим трупом... Кстати, что у меня... Вот, инвентарь, предметы. Предметы. Так, это синяя ручка, понял. Журналы. Кинем их, чтобы прочитать. Пойдем, дойдем. Так, это что?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Пока нет,
The
пока не
dashboard
снял.
lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front.
Так,
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she
так.
is.
Так,
Rêve à l'ouest.
Сейчас как раз прочитаем там что-то. Так, вот он западный.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the long. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Так.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major
А
arteries
теперь
of
станьте
Vershel
перед
are all
синим в свете
recognizable.
фар. Ну,
They shimmer in the
встал
Canema's
так.
headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the
Так,
distance, a
видишь,
child
видишь.
somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here.
Продолжить так. А имя свое узнал? Сейчас как раз, я думаю, вспоминается.
It has its problems. Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should
Вроде
have
как
guessed
понял
you'd keep a
свои
record.
инициалы, короче.
Officers often do.
Вот. И
Let's
номер
take a
типа
Alpha
участка.
male officers who are proud of their numbers, often.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Так, а чё он... Чем вы, говорит, занимались до этого? Ты думаешь, у меня есть хоть какое-то малейшее представление, да?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Чем же вы занимались, да?
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But this next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see,
Давай
wow, more than
посмотрим.
200.
Ого, больше 200. Это много?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of
Да,
all
да,
RCM officers.
могу. Ну, я еще только, можно сказать, начал играть, поэтому... Вот навыки. Эквилибристику прокачал, чтобы снять галстук вентилятора. Без нее, блядь, не хотел. Ну, короче, вот, смотри. Я пока продолжу, да?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Так. То есть у некоторых более эффективно.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Хобби.
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
Ну, по-любому хобби,
It's
конечно, мне
meant
кажется,
in
да.
earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Да, да. Ну, пойдем снимем труп, кстати, с дерева.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated
низкий
to
шанс,
that corpse smell.
стойкость.
Emitting it is all.
Подожди, ну получается, о, я вот. Стойкость надо прокачивать, да? Просто, да. Без нее я не смогу снять эту. Ну, пойдем что-то делать тогда. Так. Кстати, да, рация. Пока будем так вот выполнять именно небольшие задания, чтобы прокачать стойкость. И чтобы снять тогда можно было труп. Рекомендую качать навыки, у которых уже высокое значение в категориях интеллект и психика. Угу. Ну, видишь, сейчас физиологию мне надо прокачать, чтобы труп снять. Мне нужно прокачать стойкость, это в любом случае. Так, рация. Рация.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feel. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Интересный номер.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right.
Так.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Так, здравствуйте, полиция. У меня есть пара вопросов по поводу последнего. Не нравится.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can...
You can hear resentment in her
Так, ее
tone.
голос слышно
She's
неприязнь.
not thrilled to be talking
Она
to
не в
you
восторге от
again.
присутствия с тобой говорить.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're...
Так, ладно,
No,
сыну.
not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Угу. Я прочитал по поводу информацию по поводу, конечно, всей вот этой игры, как что надо качать и так далее. Но чтобы снять труп, мне надо прокачать стойкость. Вот в чем дело. Угу, понял, хорошо.
Garbage.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Мне не хотелось проблем.
Push her further. Show her the error. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
Звучит безысходно. Так,
You
ладно.
don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was
Ну, короче, она
and
ничего не скажет.
the corpse. Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Так.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skewer. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive.
Можно кое-что выудить, да.
Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. The hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there.
Насколько...
I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Совсем Совсем не ценишь хороший тусич.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do. No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
Я понял. Да, тут диалоги вообще нормально. Если читать, это вообще куча мата будет. Вообще куча просто мата. Боже. Вот. А так вообще по угару, конечно. Да, есть интересные такие те тексты, общения. Круто. Так.
There's a pause. You can
У
almost
нее
see
еще
her
квест
on the
нужно
other
взять
side.
один.
The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining.
Так, во, как раз можно принять задание,
Okay,
да.
but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Мгм.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
Я понял уже. Разберемся. Я до этого запускал игру, как немножко так поиграл, но особо вообще прям не вникал абсолютно ни во что. Сейчас вот немножко прочитал по поводу этой игры.
10-2, 10-5, this is 41st, come in, over.
Жюль Пидье.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay.
10-4, message received, 10-5, relay message, what's your status, over. 10-18, state your message, sir.
М,
10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain, over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge?
А это что за рыжий хрен?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Дик Малин сраный. Все, мы разобрались, как меня зовут. Дик Малин. Я понял, да. Я думаю, что я еще чем больше буду в нее играть, тем больше буду получать эмоции.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Так. Ахаха, офицер.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station.
Mullen dicked us.
Сейчас деление.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me.
Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going
Еще
on?
один, бля. О, лысый хрек какой-то.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Ничего, стой.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. "10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over."
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Про мамку пошутить.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Person wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definite.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun.
Кошмарный галстук
It's not all over.
Сейчас бы...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
58%. Можно, конечно. Ладно, лучше промолчим.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Ай.
Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please.
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make the situation worse here.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he's still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. Not going to say that.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerd.
Sure, vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Сейчас
Sergeant
прямо.
Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only...
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Так.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to rent.
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Очко на око, да, раз.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request denied, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a...
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case.
Vigmar said...
Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm...
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we
Еще не
can't give up on
потерянный.
him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else.
Да, блин,
We'll give
я
him a
уже
couple of
все.
days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get...
Far north, on the other side of the...
А давай.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... Right. Please hold.
Давай спросим про личное.
10-4, come in.
Давай.
Okay, 10-4, sir.
Wait, before you say anything
Ляпнуть
stupid,
какую-нибудь чепуху,
think
подумай.
it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Mm-hmm.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Mm.
Then for, well, that...
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the...
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn...
Sir, Satellite Officer Vigmar says... So, was there anything else? 10... excuse me, sir.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9, over.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Ну, все, тут, в принципе, больше нечего спрашивать.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Так, закрыть дверь. Так, окей, давай, короче, тогда... Что у нас? Логика. Че, стойкость прокачивать? Что за дичь, привет. Какая дичь? Это Disco Elysium называется игра. Если ты далекий от игр человек, то не надо тут говорить, что это дичь. Классная игрушка, кстати. Вот, еще самое начало, но мне уже нравится очень сильно. Так. Че, стойкость стоит прокачивать или не стоит прокачивать стойкость? Снимать труп или не снимать труп с дерева? Так, ладно, давай логика. Управляет интеллектом стихии, разложите мир по полочкам. За действие свои знания удивляйте эрудиции, риторика. Так. Устанавливайте события на месте преступления, заставьте законы. Ну, вообще стойкость надо прокачать. Я так считаю, мне кажется. Да. Внутренняя империя, я что-то не помню, что там про внутреннюю империю. Короче, ты становишься каким-то, короче, неуравновешенным, по-моему, если я не ошибаюсь, да? Просто вот, если я не ошибаюсь, как я помню, читал про вот это вот именно внутреннюю империю. И, короче, ты можешь разговаривать с предметами, даже в смысле с этими, с трупами и своим галстуком. По-моему, вроде что-то вот это. Вроде что-то вот это вот. В принципе, визуальный анализ можно, да. Визуальный анализ можно прочитать, да. Так, что, ну, не знаю, визуальный анализ, мне кажется, да? Было прикольно, да? Восстанавливать события на месте преступления, заставить законы физики работать на вас. То есть, в принципе, можно уже какие-то там доказательства, чтобы находить и так далее, и уже я лишь даю совет, а следовательно решай. Лишь тебе. Я понял. Хорошо, спасибо. Ну, блин. Я даже не знаю. Внутренняя империя. Полицейская волна. Ладно, ладно, я послушаю тебя, да, прокачаю внутреннюю империю. Так. Так, возместить ущерб. Я понял. Газ. Ты даже знаешь, что вообще потеряно оружие. Чё, давай, короче, к этому чуваку сходим. Выполним просьбу этой Сильвии. Кстати, может, по поводу... У него можно будет узнать по поводу этого.
Can I help you?
Так, мусорный бак.
I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see...
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Так, спасибо.
Yes. Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. Why didn't she just tell me that? I don't care about
А то еще сейчас за птицу, блин,
my employee.
внесет бабки мне. Лучше выбрать, да, второй был вариант.
All right. Did she say anything else about me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then.
Если у тебя вижу, еще никаких не формировалось, 4-я вкладка.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you
кстати,
wanted?
30 получил.
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking
Они
men.
там в 16 часов, да,
Then they'll be here
открываются.
tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that.
А, кстати, скоро время, да.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Так, ну пока все. А, кстати, да, я заметил, ну... Я не стал это делать. Найдите свое удостоверение, можно. Так, ладно. Пойдем вернемся к трупу.
There he still is,
Давай,
Looking,
3%
the
по-любому не
smell
удача.
is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More.
Так, окей, выплюнули.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache. There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
Следы возле трупа, да,
There's a
обследовал.
greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Слушай, да. Так, а что это? Предметы. Платок. Пойдем сейчас до этой, до девки добежим. Ну, шатырка возьмем у нее, если у нее по-любому должна быть.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible...
Так, ну все. Пошли обратно.
There he still is, looking right through you. With the ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces the second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Я же всю жизнь проработал копом.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
Так, можем раскручивать. Так, и чё? Продолжай без меня. Не могу сдерживать эти позывы.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have, you need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to
С
do.
местными
while the
заняться
wind
чем-то
changes.
другим, пока ветер не
pretty bad
переменится.
right now.
Сейчас он...
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another
Так.
roll.
Тряпка собирательства. Так, тряпка собирательства. Временный бонус за исследование нет. Время исследования 30 минут. Проблема решения. Тряпки собери, яйца, квак, держи не мень. Так, ну и ладно. Выберите, зарешите мысль, тряпка собирательства. Ну давай освоим. Окей. То есть он, короче, сейчас будет исследовать 30 минут, да? Так понимаю, реального времени. Ну, по нему видно, что он такой, вроде, да, и в очках такой, на ботана типа смахивает, короче, а на самом деле он очень терпеливый человек. Так, ладно, давай продолжим. Так, тряпка собирательства. Тряпка собирательства. Выбери совершить место. Она все это идет. Кстати, а что там по времени? 12:45, еще 15 минут, тогда уже можно будет сходить в этот. Так. Где, вот. На кухню можно будет сходить. Вот. А чё, можно связаться с этой, с барменшей? Спросить насчет пистолета. Вопрос с удостоверением, куда я его делал, мог деть удостоверение.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio
я
microphone,
понял.
a pull-out toolbox, and the soft globe.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh, no.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the arsenal.
Please, no, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making soup.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like... I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painted
А я
red."
ключ этот как у управляющего взял.
I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals.
Мне фомка не нужна.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheat. A metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need, officer.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than useful for opening all sorts of doors. And the handles are long, it's robust, weatherproof, and lets you see things. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Так, окей. Окей. Так, это мы взяли, Нужно в ломбард, да, сходить? Так, здесь не пройти. Так, не, я хочу с тобой пообщаться.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Rivachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It's men like you who keep Rivachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Rivacholian nation makes it harder for Rivachol to actually attain self-determination.
Пошли в ломбард сходим. Это что это такое? Че, нам нужно найти ломбард. Конечно, я, наверное, не сюда иду, по-любому почему-то уверен в этом. Ходить надо, попробовать ломбард тогда. Спасибо огромное. Давай, удачи, если что, заходи на стримы. Я, конечно, сейчас не каждый день буду стримить, но буду стримить, да. Такая что это за табличка? Ага. Здесь не пройти. А, так он даже быстрее бежит. Ну, спасибо за подписку. Евгений, спасибо. Так, это книжная, да, что-то? Это библиотека. По-любому. Да. Так, пистолет. В местном ломбарде. Местный ломбард. Ну, пойдем в ломбард найдем тогда. Это цветочный магазин.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Нет, мне нужно насчет пистолета все разузнать. Так. Ты кто?
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, and all around.
Согласен с этим человеком.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Клево, да. Но мне нужен ломбард. Все круто, но мне нужен ломбард. Так. Может, у этого пацаненка спросить?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Так, ну это порт. Это не то. Здесь можно даже пройти. А, я оказался вообще с другой стороны. О, здорово.
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Logic error.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Ой, иди нахер. Опа. А это что, кровь что ли? пролила краска. Я понял. А, вот, 13:07 время, надо это. Потом тогда с этим разберемся. С пистолетом найдем ее. Пойдем на кухню, зайдем сейчас. Как раз можно пройти. Ну, дверца открыт, ништяк, все, давай. Воздух наполнен ароматами специй, алкоголя, помидор.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only... Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him GAMMAXX Quebec. Please. It's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Понял. Так, ну давай в дверь зайдем.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel
А здесь не до конца переведено, что ли?
Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity.
Интересно. А вот это почему не переведено, бля? А, это я, да, экспедиция. Не на ту кнопку нажал. +1. Так.
Gart is the person to ask about this.
Новое задание, исследуйте. Так, что там? Найдите вход в потайной коридор.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you, then looks away quickly. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love... Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafes. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Volumetric ship compressor.
Мысль завершена. Тряпка собирать. Принять. Окей. Так, что, можно к этому трупу, что ли, вернуться, получается?
There he still is, looking right through you. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to ring itself. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where under the heel. Fair weather model T500VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Получается солдат.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial, unadjusted for rank.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot. That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
This feels dangerous. The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the...
Indeed. From this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscle.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Try what exactly?
If you can't experiment, how will you learn?
I see what you mean. But even there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now.
What? There might still be a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. All right then, you can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heart rate.
Алкоголем разбитым сердцем.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only...
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
A Trigat Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Я, наверное, буду еще долго ржать с этих детишек.
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash.
Я чуть не ослеп, ты чё,
A
бля?
small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of
Что-то
paper.
здесь пузо какое-то
rolling
странное,
out.
блин.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd
Здесь
say
я бы
it
не
was
сказал,
a
что
man of
прям
physical
огромный.
violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as his eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside.
Во, как раз я
The
могу
death's head grin has passed.
с
What
трупами сейчас
remains
разговаривать.
is an unrecognizable mess.
Ну?
I'm gone. Into the wild pale yon in the past, way out in the west. The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just fucking hard. Corpo Podak.
He means force. It'll work.
I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. And a... Go ahead, Corpo. What do you mean?
И о чем я?
It's the power of your... imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Кошмарно. Короче, я разговариваю с трупаком и с галстуком своим. Круто.
He loves those. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You can be anything you want, brother, because you have.
Видишь, так и есть. Кто тебя убил?
Did me in, brother Corpo. It was love all along. Sure, Lobo. Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color.
So, what do you think? I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the...
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes. Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping in.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds...
Big said he's a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with...
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
But there is no breath to catch. Only...
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Так. Труп висит на высоте добрых 1,2 метра, ремень без помощи. Вон мне не достать, если даже и достанем, остается еще вопрос, как разрез прочный материал, созданный для применения воздушных перевозок.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Так, я очень, да, представляю, вступает качественно.
But what other options?
Someone else? You mean like the...
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Именно, звонит полиция.
You know who came? We did.
Нас,
because we have made bad life. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast. Climb up there and sow the bread? There has to be a less risky way. with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be...
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertainer Kuno.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
Промажет мусоровозку.
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the shot.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
Ну, можно было с другой стороны обойти, просто отстрелить.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air.
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age.
Fucking idiot! Asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. Just looks at the gun in his hand.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down. Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
Так, а что у меня тут взаимодействие? Так, это фотография, да, этого чувачка. Так, что нам? Логика. Так, давайте сохранить. Так, ну чё, на сегодня пока все, хватит. Что я сколько стримил? Почти 3 часа, да, был стрим. Вот. Я не знаю, завтра, если только вечером будет какое-то продолжение. Вот, постараюсь, зависит от того, сколько я приду с работы. Вот. И я думаю, что завтра, да, будем продолжать. Вот, проходить диско ELYSIUM. Вот. Честно, игрушка, конечно, интересная, разбираться, читать очень много надо всего. Это, конечно, да, это прикольно. С одной стороны, но с другой стороны, когда у тебя перед глазами очень много текста, и ты пытаешься все это уловить, вот, и, конечно, да, немножко напрягается мозг, поэтому надо от нее отдыхать, это точно. Так что давайте, всем спасибо, всем пока, удачи, будет продолжение обязательно.